Hi guys, so hello guys. I hope all of you are great, and I'm glad my player to meet you all. Hi guys, uh, this is Facebook uh, li- live webinar on upgradation of posture consciousness, which is one of the greatest webinar which I have conducted till now. This webinar will change the things because now I am going to deliver a very powerful lecture, and I am putting a YouTube link for all of you, and you can join me live right now. So I hope some of you are waiting, and that's great to meet you all. So all of you can open this link. Great. So it is done, and we are live right now, and I am continuing with my webinar, which is one of the greatest. This lecture will be the most important of my series of posture consciousness. This will be the most important seminar which I have ever conducted till now. I'm again saying, I'm on my word that keep your seats tight. Your consciousness is now going to upgrade. So I'm so excited to share you my new research. This powerful seminar will upgrade you to different level of consciousness. My God, the posture consciousness upgraded. Upgradation to posture consciousness by Pawan Vadhavan. Hold on. Keep your seats tight. I am going to go deep into this consciousness, and this lecture is going to change the things for you guys. Oh, and let me make things comfortable for me. So upgradation to the posture consciousness. I hope my voice is very, very clear. Look at this man. This man's strength lies in his muscles alone rather than in the integration of fully functioning parts. Muscles that have been developed this way are storehouses of the contracted tension. This is not a good body. Unnatural strength. This is unnatural strength. This man has its power in purposely developed muscles. They must be continuously worked at to be maintained, limits the range of motion of the joints, and it restricts the elasticity of the diaphragm, and it compresses the spine. So this is, again, unnatural strength. What is natural strength? Natural strength has its power in aligned bones, is innate and reinforced in ordinary activities, promotes natural, easy flexibility of the joints, and elongates the spine. Look at this lady. Immense weight on her head. Her shoulders are well aligned. Back is lengthened and straight on. Look at her power. This is natural power, right? I'm so happy. By our cultural standards, this woman may be out of shape, yet see how easily she carries 50 pounds of potatoes on her head because she has natural strength. Her shoulders are aligned, back is straight, the pelvis is anteverted. Great, guys. It is easy to see how the collapsed body on the left and the overcorrected body on the right are pulled out of the alignment, while the body in the middle is almost perfectly divided in half by the central line. This is collapsed posture, out of alignment line. This is overcorrected posture. This is out of alignment line. And this is relaxed posture. Shoulders are well placed, they are back. Pelvis is anteverted, bottom is back, and spine is straight, neck is elongated. Person is not seeing straight, person is seeing a little down. Wow. At a very young age, we begin to unconsciously become imprinted by the posture, gesture, styles, and tension of people around us. जो कुछ हमें बचपन से ही क्या है सब वो जैसा जैसा लोग इधर उधर दिख रहे हैं अपनी अपनी टेंशन्स में, किसी ने पोस्टर की कॉन्शियसनेस ही नहीं दी और मैनकाइंड ये भूल गया कि एग्जैक्ट कॉन्शियसनेस क्या है, व्हाट इज पोस्टर कॉन्शियसनेस. सो आई इंट्रोड्यूस यू टू दिस posture consciousness. Later on, this will develop into smile, triad, and posture consciousness, which will, after the food consciousness, will be a most advanced level of consciousness in the world. These are the historical photographs which show that while the styles of dress was more formal and rigid 100 years ago, the people had the support of aligned bones, aligned them to be quite relaxed. If you see, these pictures are before 1920, although people were a little tense, but yes, their body structures were aligned to the vertical axis. Great, man, great. This is great. They looked a bit tense, but yes, they enjoyed that alignment. They never had any back problems. There was no osteoarthritis at that time. My God, great. And unfortunately, more casual ways of living have included widespread physical collapse. Notice how the bodies in these pictures lack the support of the aligned bones. Changing fashions after 1920s and shifting fads over the past 100 years after 1920 have played a part in new ways of inhabiting the body. All these people are standing wrongly. See, the alignment is not there. This fashion industry has influenced us. Although it is not clear what actually happened, why suddenly from these fashion models to why fashion industry after just 1920 changed. The exact what happened is not known, but because of these postures maintained by the models after 1920, the human beings are suffering from these postural problems. Many modern-day Americans are confused about what good health and fitness really are. Means all Americans, they just want a small waist, they just want some abs, some muscles, some thin figures, and some show-offs, but this is not health and this is not fitness. Being physically active while in a naturally aligned stance contributes to a genuine fitness that can last well into advanced age. This is natural alignment. Look, one of our candidate, Tarunaji, has asked me how we will be carrying the heavy weights. So answer is, if you are aligned to the sense of gravity. Professor Park Jae-woo, in his great contribution to the humankind, when he gave the theory of the 6 key, he gave coldness as the sense of gravity. Although we all know coldness as the sense of gravity, but till now we don't know how to use that point of coldness as the sense of gravity. Here I will introduce you in this seminar how to use acupuncture in the sense of gravity. I will be introducing the 6 key, 8 key, and mudra consciousness with simple sujok consciousness of how to deal with the sense of gravity. But that is a very later on lecture in the last, because first you have to develop that consciousness of gravity sense, and that is more important for all of you. Look, is these people out of this lady is standing wrongly, this man is standing wrongly. There is no pelvis is not anteverted, back is malaligned, or none of them is standing right. None of them. You can look at all of them. I just pity on them. This lady is so beautiful, but she is not maintaining the back. Her back is getting compressed. It is called as lordosis in the exaggerated lordosis in her back. Although she has kept her pelvis anteverted, but no, this is not right. This is again arching back, which is not good. This is again lordotic back, and this person, look at him. Shoulders well positioned. Pelvis is anteverted, bottom is back, tall neck, seeing little down, and feet are well aligned. My God. Look at the strength of this man. He is riding a powerful boat. And look at him. My God. The posture. Back is straight. Shoulders are aligned. Pelvis is well anchored. Look at his stability. Cranes mimic the human body in the use of a system of pulleys and levers. Okay? This is how human body is actually. I will be explaining to you. These women rely on the vertical support of their bones to bear the weight of the rocks they carry. These women rely on the vertical support of their bones to bear the weights of the rocks they carry. They are so well aligned. My God. Oh my God. Alignment. Look at that. Straight back. They can't bear so much of weight if their back is not straight. This tensegrity model, it mainly relies upon equally balanced tension and compression throughout to provide the support. देखिए यहाँ पे ध्यान से क्या ब्यूटीफुल तरीके से एक कोई भी सपोर्ट नीचे नहीं है. आप देख पा रहे हैं यहाँ कोई सपोर्ट नहीं है नीचे और ये बिल्कुल खड़ा हुआ है क्योंकि जो वेट है वो इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है. This is how human body is. Beautiful creation of God. The red line drawn through this skeleton indicates the central axis of gravity that guided each of us when we were learning to become upright. The red line which is drawn through the skeleton से जो red line जा रही है ये इंडिकेट करती है वो सेंट्रल एक्सिस ऑफ ग्रेविटी जिसने हमें गाइड किया जब हम ठीक से खड़े होना सीख रहे थे. दिस एक्सिस passes through the weight bearing joints of the ankle, knee, hip and shoulder which are stabilized by muscles, tendons and ligaments that are neither too tight nor too lax. देखिए शोल्डर से होती हुई लाइन, हिप से होती हुई लाइन, एंकल जॉइंट्स नी जॉइंट से होती हुई लाइन एंकल जॉइंट्स पर जाती है. ये चार जॉइंट्स ही हमेशा ऑस्टियोआर्थराइटिस से अफेक्ट होते हैं क्योंकि ये पेंडुलम एकदम अलाइन होना चाहिए. सेंस ऑफ ग्रेविटी इज द वर्टिकल एक्सिस. your body should be aligned to them equally. Look at the neck. Neck is little downwards. Rib cage is anchored. Ribs are not popping up, they are behind. This back is upper. This is how rib cage is. If you look at here, the rib cage, my God, rib cage, the axis of rib cage is like this. This is little down in the front and little high in the back. Pelvis is also like this. My God. Poof. So I think your consciousness is now ringing and it's now upgrading. My God. And all of you must be happy. So I just wanted to tell you that this is the consciousness level which we have to achieve actually now. So Guys, ligaments and tendons act to lash joints into place in the same way that bamboo scaffolding is lashed together with twine or wire. तो हमारे जो लिगामेंट्स और जो टेंडन्स हैं वो एक दूसरे से इस तरह से जुड़े हुए हैं जिस तरह से बैम्बू का ट्री बनाते हुए हम एक दूसरे से उनको बांधते जाते हैं। तो जैसे ही बैम्बू के जो जॉइंट्स हैं उनको जो है डिफरेंट डिफरेंट रस्सियों से डिफरेंट रोप से बांधना होता है ताकि वो एकदम अपनी पोजीशन में रहें। तो उसी तरह अपनी पोजीशन में लाने के लिए हमारे जो जॉइंट्स हैं उनको हमारी लिगामेंट्स लैश करते हैं। लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल वी हैव अ नी जॉइंट, राइट? वी हैव अ नी जॉइंट। इसको अभी अपने लैश में लाने के लिए डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ लिगामेंट्स उसको बांधती हैं। Like we have some medial cruciate ligaments, some lateral ligaments, patella bone is there. So all this stuff like bamboo tree, we are lashing of the ligaments give it its shape. Actually, the bones of the human skeleton must align symmetrically along the central axis as the walls, studs, and posts in the framework of a house must align with the carpenter's plumb line. तो जिस तरह से हट को अपनी शेप में अगर रहना है तो उनको एकदम एक दूसरे के प्रति सिमेट्रिकली अलाइन रहना होगा, तभी ये हाउस सॉलिड होगा। उसी तरह से हमारे डिफरेंट बोन्स को इस एक्सिस के प्रति सिमेट्रिकली अलाइन होना होगा स्टेबिलिटी के लिए, अदरवाइज ये मेंटेन नहीं हो पाएगा। Babies learn to stand by balancing their weight along the central axis. Look at the babies when they learn how to stand. At that time, most of the babies have a very great. If you look at the child of 1 year, how he walks, my God, means you will be shocked. He always walks very, very properly. This solidly built house represents the aligned stances exhibited by this woman and the young girl, which support healthy functioning of the body parts. Solidly built house, देखिए क्या beautiful house है, सब कुछ aligned है। यहाँ पे गर्ल में lungs, heart, liver सब कुछ एकदम aligned है और सीधी बैठी है। और ये लेडी कितना beautifully, pelvis is anteverted, shoulders are back, and neck is straight, neck is little down from front, and back is so straight, and the house is so solid. But look at this lady, look at this child, and look at this house. When we continually adopt a misaligned stance over time, our house is in danger of collapse, along with the distortion and compression of many essential parts. My God. Examples of the naturally aligned bodies. Note how the weight-bearing joints indicated by the yellow dots, shoulders, hips, knee joints, and the ankle joints, they line up along the vertical axis. This is an 80-year-old lady. Look at this. Look at her build. This man, look, is 90 years old. Look at her joints alignment. All are in one line. Shoulders, hips, knee, ankle. My God. Look at this lady. My God, what a look. She is pregnant. She is carrying a baby. Even then, she is so stable. So stable. My God, look at this lady. She is also old lady carrying a lot of weight on her back, but still, look at the alignment. Her feet are, one of the feet which is in the air is dangling like a dead. And the weight, her gluteus medius is so active. My God, this is called as glide walking, which I will be teaching to you. This lecture is my favorite. My God. And examples of some unnaturally aligned bodies. Note how the weight-bearing joints, which are indicated by the yellow dots, are unstable and under constant stress. This is somewhere, shoulder is somewhere, hip joints, and this line is somewhere. This shoulder is somewhere, and they are in line, but shoulder is not aligned. So wrong posture, This is again, shoulder is not aligned. It's like a vertical axis is collapsing. Vertical axis is collapsing, collapsing. Vertical axis is collapsing. This is not good posture. And look at this person. This is also mere malalignment. This is wrong. Made up of 24 vertebrae and the sacrum on which we sit. The spine is an ingenious construction defined by both stability and mobility. The God's biggest creation, the spine. Look at the spine, so beautifully crafted. The biggest craftsmanship created by the God. This is a sad dog position, collapsed skeleton, not in joints are not in alignment. The lady is collapsing in front. This dog is sad. Overcorrected tense dog. This is again not correct. Mal-aligned body. This is overcorrection. This is a tense dog, and this is the happy dog. And look at the axis, so nicely aligned. Everything is neck. Can you see here? This is what I want to teach you. Pendulum is in the center, alignment. Look at this lady. My God. This is why this lecture is the highest level of consciousness in the field of pain medicine. Look at it. Oh my God. This is neck. Axis of the neck is like this. Ribs are like this. Pelvis is like this. My God, are you getting it? Bottom is back. Ribs back is lengthened. Axis is like this. Axis is like this. And here also, look at the eyes. Axis is like this. This is the aligned. So you are, I think, getting my point that how you can actually get alignment. I think all of you must be enjoying this lecture. And this is the highest level of consciousness. After smile meditation, food consciousness, now I introduce you to posture consciousness. This consciousness has directly come from God. And my God, I'm so happy. So the clothes worn by this woman draped differently depending upon her stance. Look, this is again collapsed dog. This is overcorrected dog. And this is collapsed dog. This is overcorrected dog. And this is aligned happy dog. This photo depicts the curvature of the spine in misaligned and aligned stances. This man is not standing correctly because axis is still not proper. How? If you see with the pen, if I introduce you and we look at the joints. This is the shoulder joint. Here are the hip joint. Here is the knee joint, and here are the ankle joints. So the alignment is not proper. Look at here. Here is the shoulder joint. Here is the hip joint. Here the knee joint. And here is the ankle joint. Although the alignment looks little okay here, if you look at the alignment, but here is the thing. She has done kyphosis here. There is compression here, which is this lordosis, and this is not good. Plus, if you look at the spine, the axis is up. This spine is getting compressed here. This is wrong alignment. And look at this lady. My God, lengthened spine, nicely J-shaped spine, straight spine. Look at her shoulder here. Hip joint here. Knee joint here. And feet here. My God, This is an absolute central line. My God. Oh. So it is easy to see that babies do not use a lot of muscles. It is easy to see these babies, and they are 1 year old. They are not using a lot of muscle tension to hold themselves up at this stage because they have just got aligned to the vertical axis and they are so fresh. Babies who are developing well and sitting this way also have well toned core strength that stabilizes the spine in this upright position. So it is easy to see these babies. तो अगर आपका बेबी सही से डेवलप कर रहा है तो आप देखेंगे कि जैसे ही वो नया नया उसका वर्टिकल एक्सिस जैसे डेवलप होता है तो जस्ट लुक आप अपने घरों में देख सकते हैं वो कैसे बैठते हैं सो नाइसली दे सिट ऑलवेज स्ट्रेट अ यंग बेबी always sit straight. Let's find it out whether it happens or not. Let's move on to maybe we can go out of this this thing and we go to something called as new this thing, and we open the Google and then we move to YouTube where we just want to see how the babies sit when they just get aligned. Baby sitting 1 year. Baby sitting for the first time. Let's see what happens. Baby sitting for maybe we have something here. They have not a good video anywhere where the baby is sitting nicely. But usually when the baby is babysitting, how to babysit. Look at this video. I think every baby when align to the vertical axis, they sit always straight, so straight that it is just look at it. Video is slow. My net is not working properly. Okay, just we move on because we don't have a baby sitting. But if you look at this baby, still if you look at this baby, still this baby has just learned how to sit properly, and the baby must be sitting straight. Look at here, this video, the way this baby sits, because he is just aligned to the vertical axis. Baby is so straight here. So this is what I wanted to tell you, that when they align, they always align vertically to the axis. That is the greatness. They just always sit like this nicely. A new baby, because he has not seen the tensions of other people around us and the fashion industry, and he is just in his bliss. So the pelvis and the rib cage must be maintained in the proper relationship with each other. The muscles of the human body attach to aligned bones for optimal functionality. Yes, we have a lot of muscles which are all actually attached to our bones for our proper alignment, to maintain this alignment and for proper functioning of the body. The abdominal muscles that form our core, we have an inner corset. The lecture will be taken that we have actually inner core, which I will be teaching. We have an inner core. This core, when you know how to maintain this core proper, then you will be aligning to the vertical axis in one go, in 1 minute, that I will be teaching you in my consequent lectures. Look at this runner. When the body of the runner is so nicely aligned, look at it. Look at it. My God, look at this picture. I'm so happy to share with you. So this lady, the body is aligned now. There's a push by this lady on the ground, and you know, this ground is a big earth, big earth, big earth, such a big earth that it gives a reaction to this lady backwards to the, and that reaction is not carried up to the knee. This reaction of earth is getting carried up to from here directly to the skull. My God, such a big reaction and natural forward push, and she is, look at her axis here. Look at the rib axis. Look at the neck axis. And this force, this strong, powerful earth force, this reactionary force, is giving a natural forward pulse to this lady, and this lady is definitely going to win the race. I just want to show you the stance of one of the lady, which is I think Khadi Sabina. Just let me show you, if I am able to show you one posture, actually, if it is possible for me, is Khadi Sabina. I just love this thing. Gokale method, Khadi Sabina. If you look at this videos, because I actually, what I am going to teaching you, I will be teaching you is actually the versions of the Gokale method, as well as the natural pulse standings. So and if there is anything where I can teach you this, Khadi Sagina walking sequences. Look at this lady. She is the world famous winner of the marathon. And just I want to show you the sequences. Khadi Sagina. Look at the way she walks. This thing. Her shoulders are well aligned, bottom is back, neck is straightened. And look at her posture. Look at her walk. My God, natural reactions of from the earth she is receiving. And this is what I just want to keep you. How beautiful it is. So this is what I wanted to tell you. Natural walking. So this is what is actually actual walking. And this runner is receiving drives up from the ground with a fully aligned spine to take advantages of the GRF. Right? And we move now forward again. See how this misaligned body. Look at it. Look at it. Look at this misaligned body. and see how the misaligned body places unnatural stress on the joints while running as compared to the much more efficient aligned body. This is aligned body simply moving due to the Earth's gravity, right? This is what is natural alignment and normal, no pain, no stress while running. And this is malaligned body, and all joints are in tension, right? Weight and skull. मेरे से क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था by Tarunapi Shah that how big weights will be carried on the skull and how means like this is how the weight of the skull and heavy load on the head if you keep and if you're aligned to the earth, my God, earth will give you no matter how much 100 kgs of weight, if it's aligned to the vertical axis, will only give a reaction to mother earth, and mother earth is a big earth and it will give you forward back reaction, and this weight actually will become zero, means in minus it will be floating on your head like anything. You don't need to carry any, and you don't need to take any tension, no matter you are carrying 100,000 kgs. If you are aligned to the vertical axis, you are not carrying the weight, rather weight is carrying you because it is getting the reaction from the mother earth. So weight of the skull and the heavy load on the earth gives a reaction which is aligned properly. It gets transmitted from the knee joints to the ankle to the mother earth, and which is then which is then transferred back as a action reaction back. This reaction goes up till here, and the weight is being carried by mother earth, not your body. The driving action from below causes the ground reactionary force to be transferred up through the spine to lift and carry any amount of heavy weight on your skull. This woman is using that ground reactionary force rather than muscle tension to carry the heavy load of rocks on her head. Healthy feet, like the ones pictured here, are supple and strong, right? So now I want to take a lecture on the feet now. You need a very strong feet to align yourself perfectly, naturally, to walk on the earth, and your feet should have a proper arch, because if you have arches, it becomes a vacuum in your feet. If there's a vacuum in your feet, it pulls the mother earth towards you to give you pulsations of forward pulsations naturally, which come to you because you press on the mother earth with a vacuum, and it sucks that force like this into your feet, and that gets transmitted from your knees, your ankles, knees, hips, shoulders to your head, and you are getting carried properly. But for that, you should have a kidney shaped feet, proper maintained, and you need to develop it. I will be taking detailed practical videos on teaching you how to get aligned properly to the mother earth and how your feet should be used. This is just a theory lecture. Healthy feet, like the ones pictured here, are supple and strong. Look at them. Oh, so this is the arch, kidney shaped arch. Look at this arch. Proper. My God. The aligned bones of the foot. Most of the weight should be carried not onto the front heels, but not onto the front bones, but to the back of the heel. Or your weight always should transmit here. Weight should always and always transmit here, not here, not here. If these bones are not made to carry your weight, it is when these bones carry the weight, they develop bunions, they develop calluses, they develop corns here, and you develop calcaneal spurs if you are not properly aligned to Mother Earth. When arches of the feet are well developed by the support, by this support, and the arches of the feet are well developed, they support the flexibility and mobility of the feet. The muscles that are required to keep the arches lifted work to help stabilize the ankle and the knee joint. So we have a lot of muscles in our feet, and no trainer in this world teaches anybody to how to develop the muscles of your foot. I will be teaching you. Only if your muscles of the foot are properly developed and your foot have developed proper arches, you walk properly on the Mother Earth like lion and the cat walk. Look at this. Look at it. Beautiful. These are the world's greatest towers and forts, and these all have, this is the biggest bridge on the earth, and look, this bridge has arches which are extremely effective means of supporting great weights. So if you want to support the great weight of your body, you should have properly developed arches in your feet. So are you getting the idea? Your consciousness right now is rising from earth to seventh sky, not 1, 2, 3. You are going to seventh sky right now. In some populations in the world, especially where people go barefoot much of the time, feet rarely lose the innate qualities of lifted arches and actively working toes. The kidney bean shape, evident in babies' feet, is often still intact in the adults in the population who walk bare feet. अगर आप बूढ़े हो चुके हैं और आपकी अभी भी फीट में ऐसे ही अलाइनमेंट है, तो you have no disease of bones actually. It is when you lose these arches, you can't support the great weight of the body and you develop this. The two pairs of the feet pictured here belong to a 90-year-old man and his 86-year-old wife. They work barefoot every day in the rice paddy behind their home and have rarely worn shoes during their life. Their feet are remarkable in how much they still resemble the feet of those young children. Look at the arches. Disruption of the natural arrangement of the bones of the feet make it virtually impossible for the body above to be aligned. So आजकल तो भाई fashion है, high heels का ladies take like walk like a catwalk, and that is getting insane. Your alignment is going off. So you should not use these kind of heels. You should. I will be taking even a lecture on which kind of shoes you should be wearing. Examples of the flat feet: when you lose your arches and then your feet become vulnerable to developing corns, calluses, bunions, and uh, spurs. So these are the loss of the arches, which most of us actually lose because our feet are not trained properly. This is on the right side. If you see this man, this leg is placed wrongly. All the weight is coming on the inner side of the leg. And that is why this person is going to develop osteoarthritis of the knee joint. And look at this. This is actually normal. This is how the weight should be placed. Evenly on the foot, little more on the outside, not even on the outside, but mainly evenly placed. You are getting, this is what we want, how to stand. This is how the weight is not placed properly. The gravity sense is always vertical and is going like this. And here, if you see, from here, the weight is properly aligned. Properly aligned. This is how you should stand, not like this, but like this. And now both the feet are solidly planted. Like when we give correction to this person, is This thing is solidly planted. My God, the arches are so great. These feet, this man had a lot of back pain. And when not I, the author of these pictures, Kathleen Porter, the author of the book called as Natural Solutions to the Pain, I will be sharing you from where the references and from where the pics I have taken, and I respect two of my gurus whom I have not met but have done PhD about them is Esther Coakley, who is the author of a book called as uh, 8 Steps to a Pain-Free Back, and Kathleen A. Porter, who is author of a book called as Natural Pain Solutions. The mind book on mindful alignment. I will be sharing you about these books. You should read those books fully. My job is only to transfer the proper consciousness to all of you, and then after that you be in touch with me, and we will develop a healthy posture living. This man, when came to the author, had a lot of back pain, and what happened actually is uh, that author saw that his feet are flat and weight is not getting transferred properly. He just told that man to maintain proper arches. How to develop these arches I will be teaching you in my practical lectures, and within 2 days his all back pains were gone. uh, this is the power of posture. This woman's feet and legs are transporting system. My God, beautiful. She is walking. I'm getting, this leg is like dangling like a pendulum freely. This woman's feet and legs are transportation system for her entire body and support the pelvis, spine, ribcage, and the skull in a balanced relationship that allows her to carry rocks like this all the day, every day. My God, alignment. Look at it. Look at it. The alignment. This is what is wonderful here. Look at it. My God. Alignment. Alignment. And if you see this alignment, my God. See here, if you see carefully one thing, she is not carrying any weight. She is just giving a force downwards to Mother Earth, and Mother Earth is giving a 1,000 times reaction like this reaction is getting transferred to her neck, and Mother Earth is actually carrying the weight. She is not going to develop any disease because she is not here. It is only Mother Earth and the rock. Boom. The secret to this woman's success is good art support, not the kind that comes with the expensive sports shoes, but her very own built-in arches. My God, great. These people are all carrying heavy loads on their heads. A close look at their bare feet shows them to have the kidney bean characteristic. Kidney bean shaped feet, natural, the weight comes down onto a solid pillar with weight distributed through active, supple feet. There is actually no body. This weight is starting transferred to Mother Earth, and Mother Earth is giving a reaction equal and opposite. There is no body. You are not getting compressed. You are not here. You are posture. You are posture consciousness. By assigning oval shapes to these three wheels, one wheel is of head, one wheel is of rib, and one wheel is of pelvis, it becomes easy to see in which direction each wheel is turning. Now see, this is slouchy sad dog, and if you see the posture here, this is wrong posture, totally slouchy sad dog. Overcorrected tense dog is like these. No, like this, and like this wrong. But happy dog, well alignment. This, 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 and look at it. Proper. Here, you are not aligned. Again, not wrong. So just this consciousness, this lecture is not the practical version of my teachings. This is just theoretical version of my teachings, right? And I want all of you to learn this. And this consciousness will change you. So from now onwards, actually, you have mastered bony pins. Sad dog stance. This is sad dog stance. Standing wrongly. With the head and pelvis wheels rotated. Head and pelvis rotated back, and the chest wheel rotated forward. Wrong. This is overcorrection. All the wheels are placed backwards. The usual tendency to counteract slouching is to lift the front of the body upward like a soldier standing at attention. This clearly causes each of the three wheels to roll backward in a tense dog stance. This is tense dog. Wrong posture. The aligned happy dog. The aligned happy dog. This is what is the actual alignment. My God. The stance can look different, strange, even if you have always believed that ये जो अलाइनमेंट है, अगर जो प्रॉपर पोस्चर इस लेडी को अगर आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे, तो आपको बड़ा अजीब सा लगेगा, यार ये क्या हो रहा है. बट अगर आप यहाँ ध्यान से देखें, ये बड़ी स्ट्रेंज सी लग रही है, बट एक्चुअली शी इज वेरी वेल अलाइंड. ये आपको अजीब इसलिए लग रहा है बिकॉज यू हैव ऑलवेज बिलीव दैट द टेंस डॉग स्टैंस, व्हिच इज दिस वन, is what a good posture looks like. Most of the army men thinks that this is the posture which should be, but this is the wrong posture. वो हमें अर्थ पे काम करना था, हमें सामने नहीं देखना है, हमें नीचे देखना है, तभी you can do your all daily works. This is how you should. Bottom should be back. This is shoulders properly aligned. Pelvis is anteverted, and weight is transferred onto the heels, not to the front of the feet. The properly aligned pelvis may be viewed as the bowel tipped on its side. तो ये है tucked pelvis. यहाँ पे bowel जो है straight पड़ा है, pelvis इस पे ये tuck हो चुका है. This is backward rotated tucked pelvis, and this is actually the ideal pelvis position is like this. Look at this pelvis, anteriorly rotated aligned pelvis. The properly aligned pelvis may be viewed as a bowel tipped on its side. Tilt your rib cage backward and forward from a solid anchored pelvis. This is wrong. Your rib cage should always be like this. So this is wrong. Your rib cage should never be like this. Most people have a tendency, because when they correct their slouching or their arching back, they tend to go like this. But the actual thing is you are like this. So you have to understand this. I will be teaching in my lessons the rib anchor. This is what the rib anchor is. Rib anchor is you are like this. You are pushing your ribs backwards and upwards from here down. So what I want you to do is how to do it properly is you place your sitting and the lower part of your ribs, you just place it backwards and upwards. How to do that? Simply, you do have a power button and the C part. So you have this down and here it ends. This is the power button. You take this power button and press it. Imagine you are pressing it not like this, but like this. So you press it like a punch. Boom! Punch is going not like straight punch. It is going in the upward direction. upward. Punch comes and hits you right this, and take this so just below the rib cage, this area where the zip heart with the zip sternum, backwards like this, backwards like this, like this, upwards, upwards, like this. This is the axis. So you imagine somebody is punching you here and taking your rib cage backwards and upwards. This, you imagine this is a power button. You set power on, and power on, whenever the power on, and your rib cage automatically starts to rotate. Right. So you have to imagine this. This is the power button. Okay. So, guys, this is my first lecture, and I will be continuing it in my second lecture again. And till now, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are continuing very shortly in part 2. So your consciousness is working. Okay.